graduated from Rowan University in the spring of 2022 with a sports communication and media degree. I got to actually call minor league baseball and G League basketball games while I was in school. And then I graduated, and as soon as I graduated, I went to NFL Films in Mount Laurel, New Jersey. And as much as I loved that experience, I miss putting on the headsets. I decided, you know what, talk is cheap. I have a laptop that's in my house, and so 21 months later, here we are, still on YouTube, calling games and building an incredible, loving community on here with the people that I call my Philly freaks with a capital P and a capital H. We go live for every single Phillies, Sixers, and Eagles game, and we do it like old school radio play-by-play style. I'm Jason Joseph, and this is Play-by-Play with JJ.
I showed a swung on barrel. Get out to right field. Bye-bye baseball.
That baby is long gone.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. My name is Jason Joseph. This is Play-by-Play with JJ. We're just going to dive on into things. We are. Hopefully you all are doing well. I will get to your comments in just a little bit. Phillies are taking on the Brewers. All right, Phillies are taking on the Milwaukee Brewers today, and we'll be trying to even up the series at one apiece. There we go. All right, let's get the box score up. Let's get that up and running. There it is. Good stuff. Hold up. Where is it? Okay, there we go. All right, we're back. All right, Jackson Chourio is going to be leading it off for the Milwaukee Brewers. The first pitch is high for a ball. Jesus Luzardo's on the mound today for the Phillies. Sorry we got off to a little bit of a late start. It's Chourio, Contreras, Yelich, Hoskins, Cameron, Frelick, Durbin, Ortiz, and Terang. The pitch. Line drive, base hit into center field. And Jackson Chourio continues to have a very good series against the Phillies so far. And he gets on with a leadoff single off of Jesus Luzardo. Why did that... Go that way. There we go. Okay. That's better. Very good. Hello. I'm proud to say that I'm a Philly freak. Nice. That's very, very good. I'm happy that you are a Philly freak, too. Yes. Hit the thumbs up button. Hit the subscribe button as well. Again, it's Chourio, Contreras, Yelich, Hoskins, Cameron, Frelick, Durbin, Ortiz, and Terang. Here's the pitch. This one is grounded foul over towards Edmundo Sosa. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll get to the poll question in just a little bit, and I will also address your comments. Contreras, 1 for 12 in his career against Luzardo. Count is 0-2. Jackson Chourio is over at first base. He got on with a leadoff single. Luzardo on the mound for the Phillies. Comes set at the belt. Kicks, deals, and it's high for a ball. On the defensive side of the diamond for the Phillies, Jesus Luzardo's on the mound. Behind the plate, it's JT. Over at first, it's Bohm. Second baseman, Stott. Third baseman is Sosa. And Trey is over at short. Toss bat to first is not in time. Out in left field, it'll be Max Kepler. Brandon Marsh is in center. And Nick Castellanos is out in right. Toss bat to first again, and Chourio jogs back to the bag. You got to keep your eye on him because he has 10 steals on the season. 1-2 pitch. Here it is. That's outside for a ball. Luzardo has a 2.15 ERA, a 5-0 record, 67 innings of work, 77 2-2 is taken down low for a ball. JT fumbles the baseball, and Jackson Chourio goes over to second base. He tried to get the ball into his bare hand to make a throw over to second base, and he just fumbled it. And Chourio gets his 11th steal of the season. Three balls, two strikes, and the next pitch is outside for ball four. And already traffic on the bases with nobody out. Crew chief for tonight, you got Brock Ballou over at home plate. Adam Beck's at first. Dan Iasagna is the second base umpire. And Derek Thomas is over at third. The Titans are in their cream uniforms and have the blue baseball cap with the red P as the logo and a red rim. Here's Christian Yelich, who had 2 homers in last night's game, and he'll bloop this one out to left center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Chourio's rounding third. He'll come on in to score, and the Brewers pick up where they left off last night, and Christian Yelich comes through again and just continues to destroy the Phillies. 1-0, Milwaukee. Stopping at second was Contreras. 9 pitches, 2 hits, and a walk allowed by Luzardo. Here's the pitch to Hoskins, and he takes a strike. What's up, Lou? What's going on, Orlando? What's going on, Seema Fox? What's up, Asia? What's up, David? Raymond's here. Katie's here as well. 0-1 pitch, and that's outside for a ball. 1-0 Milwaukee on an RBI single by Christian Yelich. He's over at first. Chourio scored. Contreras at second. He got on with a walk. 1-1 pitch. That's up high for a ball. Hoskins has a beard. That's what happens when you get older, I guess. 2-1 to Hoskins. Fly ball hit out to deep left center field, and that's going back towards the track, and it is gone. Rhys Hoskins, with his 8th homer of the season, takes Jesus Luzardo yard, and already a 4-0 start for Milwaukee, and still nobody out in the top of the first. There's a fastball right down the middle, and Hoskins squared it up, got it off the barrel of the bat. Luzardo said, that's not good. Here's Daz Cameron, and he fouls off the first pitch that he sees. Hoskins doing it against his former team. And that's now RBI number 30, 31, and 32 for Rhys. The pitch on the way. It's now 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. And that's taken outside for a ball. Phillies are 1 game above the Mets in the NL East. 2-1 pitch is down for ball 3. Mets are currently hosting the Colorado Rockies. Game just got started as well. It's in the top of the first. 3-1 pitch, and there's a called strike at 96 miles per hour. Brewers took game 1 of the series. It was last night. They scored 6 runs, including 2 homers by Christian Yelich. 3-2 on the way, and a called strike 3 at the knees. And Luzardo finally gets the first out of the inning. Daz is the son of Mike Cameron. Also played for the Milwaukee Brewers at one point in his career. The pitch. This one's chopped towards the right side. It's not as he throws it over to first. And it's in time, and Sal Frelick is out. 2 away. Not exactly the start that we wanted, no. It's not a good start. I may be excited for another great JJ call, but just tuning in, this is not an exciting start. Caleb Durbin's up, and he'll ground this one over to shortstop. It's backhanded by Turner. The throw over to first is in time, and the inning is over, but the damage is done. Milwaukee gets 4 runs on an RBI single by Christian Yelich, and a 3-run homer by former Philly Rhys Hoskins. We're going to the bottom of the first. Let's see if the Phillies can provide a counterpunch against Chad Patrick. They sent 8 men up to the plate. Damn. All right, so for the Phillies, they have Bryson Stott leading it off. Then it'll be Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber, Alec Bohm, Nick Castellanos, who did homer in last night's game, Max Kepler, JT Realmuto, Brandon Marsh, and Edmundo Sosa. So again, it's Bryson Stott over at second, Trey Turner at shortstop batting second, Kyle Schwarber hitting third, DHing today. Alec Bohm is batting in the cleanup spot. He's over at first. And you got Nick Castellanos out in right field, batting fifth. Sixth will be Max Kepler, who's out in left. And JT is catching. He's batting seventh. Eighth will be Brandon Marsh out in center field. And ninth is Edmundo Sosa at third. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and turn on the bell icons too. And that way you will know when we go live. On the mound for the Milwaukee Brewers, it'll be Chad Patrick, who this year has a 2.97 ERA and has a 1.25 whip as well, and has gone 57 2/3 of an inning, has struck out 51 batters. There we go. I had to blow my nose for a second. Tomorrow, the Phillies will wrap up their series against the Brewers to start off June. Ranger Suarez will be going up against Jose Quintana, who's making his return from the IL. Stott's up, and the pitch is taken for a strike. It's a four-seamer at 94 miles per hour. Bryson's average has dropped to 259. 0-1 pitch is outside for a ball. One ball, one strike. The windup and the pitch, swing and the miss. You got a cutter right down the middle. And it's 1-2. So again, in case you are just tuning on in, I know that we've been getting a lot more viewers as the game has gone on. Yelich had an RBI single, and Rhys Hoskins hit a 3-run homer off of Chad Patrick. Off of Jesus Luzardo. Here's the pitch to Stott. There's a fly ball hit out to left field. Daz Cameron's there, makes the catch. And there's an out. The Brewers, on their defensive side of the diamond, they have Patrick on the mound. Catching is Contreras. At first, it's Hoskins. Second baseman is Bryce. You got Caleb Durbin at third. At shortstop, you got Joey Ortiz. Outfielders, you got Daz Cameron in left, Sal Frelick in right, and Jackson Churio in center. Christian Yelich is DHing. First pitch is in there for a strike to Trey Turner. Pitch to Trey, and he'll sky this one foul towards the right field side, and now to play. Turner has hit very well against Milwaukee, hitting .336 during his career against the Brewers. 0-2 pitch, and it's outside. You'll see a lot of cutters today from Patrick. He's a right-handed pitcher, 6 feet 1 inch tall, 217 pounds. This one is flying out towards right field. It's hooking foul, and it'll find the seats. He has a 2.97 ERA, 51 strikeouts, and a 1.25 whip. During his last 2 outings, he's gone 4 2/3. In each outing, 1-2, that's lined off the end of the bat out to right field for a base hit, and Trey Turner gets on with an opposite field single as it's fielded on the ground by the right fielder for Milwaukee, Sal Frelick. And it's a 1-out single, and up to bat now is Kyle Schwarber. Schwarber with the bell-high socks in dark red. Come up to the, almost towards the kneecaps. The pitch is taken for a ball. What's up, Tony? What's going on, John? 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch, it looked a little bit high, but it's a called strike anyways. Phillies' money line is cooked. Somebody said that. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the first. The 1-1 pitch to Schwarber, and there's a line drive hit out to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Turner will stop at second base, and the Phillies have something cooking in the kitchen. Okay. Back-to-back singles for Philadelphia, and Alec Bohm is going to be the next man up. George! Don't worry, it'll get better as the game goes. Bohm hitting .265 on the season. First pitch to Alec, and he takes a cutter at the knees for strike 1. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icons, folks. We have 105 people tuning on in. Let's get 105 likes. Bohm has 20 RBI on the season, and he'll foul off the 0-1 out of play. Last year, Alec had 15 homers, 97 RBI, and a .280 batting average. 0-2 pitch to Alec Bohm, and he gets a piece of it again and stays alive. He's 6 feet 5 inches tall. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. This year, he's just hitting .263 with runners in scoring position. And has driven in 18 runs. The ball is 2 strikes to Alec Bohm. The windup and the next pitch is down low and away for a ball. How about the Blue Jays? They lead at 6-5 in the bottom of the 4th against the Athletics out at the Rogers Center. The 1-2 to Bohm, and it's outside again at 95 miles per hour. Not a lot of off-speed pitches thrown by Patrick so far. Last season, though, in AAA, he went 26 games, and he struck out 145 batters. He was the 2024 International League Pitcher of the Year. A 14-1 record with a 2.9 ERA. 2-2 on the way was a little bit outside, but it's a called strike 3. And Alec Bohm goes back to the dugout, shaking his head and chirping at the umpire, Brock Ballou. So 2 away. That was outside. And Nick Castellanos is coming up. Phillies got to get a run here. Weather's not supposed to be nice this afternoon, from what I checked. 2-away, bottom of the first, and the pitch to Castellanos, swinging a miss on a cutter that hit the outside corner. It was the same pitch that was thrown to Alec Bohm, except it was more outside. The ball is one strike. And here's the pitch. It's outside for a ball. Houston, Texas. Davis here. What's going on, man? The 1-1 pitch to Castellanos, and there's a high bouncer hit over to shortstop. The throw over to first is dug out by Hoskins, and that is going to wrap up the first inning. We're heading to the top of the second. It's 4-0 Milwaukee. No runs. 2 hits. 2 men left. We played 1 inning. Top of the second coming up. All right. Guys, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button as well. And turn on the bell icons. Answer the poll question, too. I want to know if I do go live for Game 6 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals tonight, would you tune in? And I really do mean that. We got 53 votes. I expected that it was going to be closer to 50-50 because I know that some of you guys are not basketball fans, and I understand that. I get it. But if we get a majority of yeses, we're going to do it. If we don't, we're not going to do it. Obviously, if this game goes into a rain delay, then that changes everything, for sure. But let me know what you guys want. I want to give you guys more content. I do. And I thought that this would be a good way to do it. But if you guys want to tune in, be honest. I love honesty, especially from my audience. That I care about. I care about you guys being transparent and honest. My dog, the baby. I've seen questions about that. I will address it. She's doing a lot better today. A lot better today. She had a good night's sleep. She's starting to eat a little bit. Reese's doing a lot better today. Thank you all for asking. It does mean a lot. She's such a good girl. She's very full of life today. She was outside, and she was rolling around in the grass. So she's back to, not like all the way back to her old self, but she's like 77, 80% there. So thanks for asking. Means a lot. Here's Joey Ortiz, and the pitch is taken for a strike from Jesus Luzardo. Raymond says, honestly, not a basketball guy. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. I love honesty. The ball is one strike, and here's the pitch. It's taken for strike 2. Now, Raymond, if it was the Sixers, would you tune in? 0-2, swing and a miss. And Jesus Luzardo has retired the last 4 batters that he has faced and gets his second strikeout of the day. If the Sixers were in the Eastern Conference Finals, would you tune in? Because if that was the case, I would be doing the Sixers games over these. The pitch is taken for a strike. My baseball fans would not be happy if I was doing the Sixers games at this point over it. Nuggets versus Thunder was an amazing series. I thought it was a good series, too. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jesus Luzardo comes set and fires, and it's in there for a strike. Bryce, who did bat in the leadoff spot yesterday. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch is outside for ball 2. Tarangan in 269. He has 4 homers and 22 RBI. The 2-2 pitch, it looked a little bit outside, but it's a called strike 3. And the Phillies get a little bit of some payback from the Alec Bohm called strike 3. And there's 2 away. It's better to be hit with the truth than kissed with a lie. Facts. It is. I still would not. Fair enough. Just out of curiosity. 2 outs. The ball is 1 strike. We're in the top of the second. And the pitch to Jackson Chourio is outside for ball 1. First pitch was in there for a strike. We missed the first pitch of the at-bat. Chourio singled in the first, scored a run, and stole a base. Here's the 1-1, and it's outside for ball 2. Rockies currently lead the Mets 1-0. However, the Mets have bases loaded in the bottom of the first with nobody out. That's not the start that you want if you're a Phillies fan. 2-1, and this one's lined out to left field, and Jackson Chourio is going to send this one down the left field line. It's a fair ball. Kepler does get over to it, and Chourio will get an easy double. The throw is cut off by Trey Turner, and Chourio, have yourself a series so far. Chourio in yesterday's game went 2 for 5 and is already 4 for 7 in this series so far. He's a good ball player. And now William Contreras is up. And the pitch, and he lines this one out to left field for a base hit. Kepler does get over to it. Chourio's rounding third. He'll come in to score. The throw to the plate. He is out! Max Kepler with a gun out in left field. And we're going to the bottom of the second inning. Nice throw by Kepler. It was on the line. It was a roper for sure. And we'll go to the bottom of the second. It's still 4-0 Milwaukee out in Philadelphia. Just right into the breadbasket, played perfectly on a hop by JT, and he got Chourio out. They tested the arm. It failed. Oh, boy. Bottom of the second. We got a $2 super chat. Quan says, still drinking the Kool-Aid on the 76ers. Fan for life. Thanks so much, Quan. Thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Appreciate you. To the max. Tell you what, that was a good throw. Appreciate the $2 super chat. Means a lot. Thank God Kepler has been solid. I couldn't imagine having to watch Marsh every day in left field. Well, let's not forget, Marsh had a cannon of a throw in that game against the Athletics that saved the game. I know it's a "what have you done for me lately" type of a league. I get it, even though that was like a week ago. But as much as we've been mad with Brandon Marsh, that play was awesome. But yeah, I look forward to that highlight. Yeah, if somebody could cut that call, that would be great. We're going to the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 Milwaukee. They're showing a replay of the throw. That was a beauty. Perfect one-hopper thrown to JT, and all he had to do was just tag out Chourio, and Jackson's pretty fast. Thought it was a good play. Says defensive play. They're not. Yeah, okay. Kepler will lead off the inning. The pitch on the way. That's a high strike. If anything, that's just what he provides. Good defense, just a minus bat. Yeah. 0-1. That's a foul. That's a. I'm sorry. He was caught looking at that pitch at 94 at the knees. The ball's 2 strikes. And the windup and the next pitch is fouled off. Kepler. I'm going to put that down as the Kepler throw. Excuse me. Patrick kicks and fires. That's high for a ball. Don't forget to vote on that poll. 107 people tuning on in. Let's get to 107 likes. I know it's a 4:05 start. It's a late start time. The 1-2 pitch. It was a little bit high, but Kepler fouled it off. $49 likes. 115 people on here watching. Let's get that up. And again, Quan, thanks so much for the $2 super chat. Kepler in the box. Chad Patrick kicks, delivers, and Kepler fouls it off again over towards Paco Figueroa. It's the first base coach of the Phillies. Figueroa was running after that ball and just tossed it over nonchalantly like he was a fielder. Tossed it over that foul ball netting. 1-2 pitch, and it's high for ball 2. Darth Boo, what's going on, Darth? 2-2 pitch, and it's inside for ball 3. How many Phillies does it take to make one 5-tool player? How many lifts does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? The baseball world may never know. 3-2 pitch, another foul ball. Kepler battling here. And this is going to be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. A lot of cutters in this at-bat. And just one changeup. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the payoff pitch is a little bit low. It's a called strike 3, really. Oh, my goodness. And one away in the bottom of the second. It was a good pitch, but that was low. Oh, my goodness. Come on. One out, bottom of the second. And JT is up. And it's low and outside for a ball. Showed on the replay that on that pitch tracks that it just caught the knees of the strike zone barely, but it's a different pitch tracks, I guess. 1-0 pitch. That's taken on the outside corner for strike 1. See where that was on ESPN. I'm just curious. 1-1. That's taken for ball 2. That was ruled as low on ESPN's pitch tracks. 2 balls, 1 strike to JT. And the pitch, here it is. Fly ball hit out towards right field. And there is Frelick, and I'll make the catch. 2 away. MPP! What's going on, MPP? How are you? Love the channel. Anything I can do, hopefully it helps. So I appreciate you. I do. Every little thing does help. Every little thing you do is magic. Good song. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. This is Brandon Marsh hitting just .211 on the season in 38 games. And the 0-1 pitch was a fly ball hit out towards left center field. And Churio has room on the track. It'll make the catch in front of the Giants sign out at Monty's Angle. And so a 1-2-3 inning. And we're heading to the third. 4-0 Milwaukee. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Here we go. We're on the top of the third. Christian Yelich is up. And shows bunt at the first pitch, takes it back. It's taken at the knees for a strike. Yelich had the RBI single back in the first inning. He'll shoot this one down the left field line. That's a fair ball. And Kepler will get on over to it as he cuts it off. And Yelich pumps the brakes over at first as he was rounding first. The throw is drawn to second. And Yelich gets on with a single. Yelich, during his 8-game hitting streak today, has 14 hits, 5 homers, and 13 RBI. That did not include that hit that he just had, so making now 15 hits. The pitch to Hoskins, who homered his last time up, and he'll take it for strike one. 0-1. Hooked a little bit inside, but it's a called strike two. It's been like that for both ways. That's, I guess, the silver lining. Good term. I like that, JJ. 0-2, here it comes. It'll bounce in the dirt for ball one. We're just 81 subs away from 6,000. One-two pitch, here it comes. It's in the dirt for ball two. Since Bryce got beamed, we lost our momentum, says Search. It's funny. You would think that would give them more momentum. That would give them more fire. And it seems like, offensively speaking, you're right. Toss bat to first. It's not in time. 2-2 pitch. That's a called strike three. And again, looked a little bit inside. And Hoskins goes back to the dugout. And there's one away in the top of the third. Brock Ballou has had some egregious calls today. Here's Daz Cameron. And he'll swing and miss at the changeup. Count is 0-1. Toss bat to first. Safe. Daz is just 1 for 15 against left-handed pitching this season. And he's facing a lefty. That's Luzardo, and he'll pop this one up over towards the first base side. Bohm gives it a look and can't get there. Stott also tried to meet him over there as well, and he tried to slide. The cap came flying off and couldn't get there either. It's an 0-2 count. Makes you think that, makes you question yourself, would Harper have gotten to that? O2 pitch on the way, swinging them, foul ball. It was just off the end of the bat. And Cameron does stay alive. Here's the 0-2. This one's chopped over to shortstop. Turner tags to the bag for one. Throws it over to first in time for two. And we're going to the bottom of the third. It's a 6-3 double play. Worked out better. And we're going to the bottom of the third. 4-0 Milwaukee. All right. Who's due up for the Phillies? It'll be Sosa, Stott, and Turner. Simone doing play-by-play for softball. That's awesome. Let's go. That's sick. All right, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. In case you didn't know, I do have a sister. I do. She's in Nashville, and she just released her new single yesterday for her upcoming EP, and the single is called I Want to Feel Good. It's a really, really good song. She's great. If you love indie rock, you should definitely go check her out. I have a really cool audience on here. We talk about music all the time. We talk a lot about rock, and it definitely fits the shoe for sure. This is the link right there, and if you guys want to go check her out, you can click on that link, and that takes you to a whole bunch of links. You can listen to the single. You can listen to it on Spotify, on Bandcamp. You can also check out our website, listen to it on Apple Music or Pandora or Tidal. I mean, it satisfies all your needs. She's really awesome. Go check her out. That's my sister, Alyssa Joseph. All right? And yeah, you can also buy some of her merch. If you go check it out, it's really cool. JJ, I listened to it last night. It was awesome. Yeah, she's really, really good. And I don't just say that because she's my sister. I really, I asked myself the other day, sometimes I ask myself when it comes to my friends, would I like to listen to them, when it comes to broadcasting or whatever it is, would I still buy their stuff or would I still tune in if they weren't my friend? And obviously for this stuff, absolutely. She's really good. 0-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out towards right field. And there is Frelick, and I'll make the catch. So what away? Sosa flies out to right. Phillies have not gotten a hit since Trey Turner singled. One out, bottom of the third. Nobody on. And the pitch to Stott is in there for a strike. The ball is one strike in the pitch. And that's outside, not by much. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button as well. 1-1 pitch to Stott. And he showed bunt at the pitch. Took it back, but it was at the knees for strike two. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. Chad Patrick comes set at the letters and delivers a pitch that's well inside for ball two. I play also She Was Great. People check it out. Yeah. Two-two pitch. That's taken outside for ball three. It's cool when you know people who have really, who are very, very talented, and it's really awesome to have that. 3-2. This one's popped up over to shortstop, and Joey Ortiz gets under it over on the outfield grass, and I'll make the catch for out number 2. Let's go, Brewers. Let's go. Oh, Raymond, I forgot you're not a Philly fan. So I should have put it to you this way. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. If the Bucks were in the Eastern Conference Finals, would you tune in? I forgot you're not a Philly fan, but I think that the answer would still be no. The pitch on the way. There's a swing and a miss. The count is 0-2. That's taken down for a ball. Your sister, I looked it up on YouTube. The first thing that came up. Natalie Val? What's Natalie Val? The pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss. And we're going to the top of the fourth. All right. Trey Turner struck out. We're going to the fourth inning. Milwaukee leads it 4-0. Only to hear your voice. I appreciate that. Aww. I think I might have to get another soundboard. We'll see. Raymond, are you a Packers fan too? Sorry, I tried. Natalie Val. Who's Natalie Val? Let me look it up. Natalie Val. Oh, the link. Just click on this link, dude. It's a different artist. Just click on this link. That's it. No, I only like baseball and hockey. So you're... Who would you be for hockey? I guess that you would have to be a Winnipeg fan, right? Winnipeg? Would you be a Winnipeg fan? They don't have hockey in Milwaukee. Or Green Bay. But Milwaukee is also in Minnesota. So you might also be a Wild fan. Watching from northern Alberta, Canada. Where are you guys tapping in from? Let us know down below. Here's the windup and here's the pitch. That's taken outside for a ball. Luzardo is on the mound. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. It's a 94-mile-per-hour sinker. It's in there for strike 1. The kick size. 1-1. This one's popped up in foul ground. Sosa will try to give it a look, and it goes out of play. It did slide, but it went into the visitors' dugout. Phillies' money line coming on into tonight was at -184. Guess what it's at right now? 1-2 pitch, and this one's going to be flat out towards right center field. Castellanos on the run, and he can't make the catch. It bounced out of the glove. Going over to second base is Sal Frelick, and Castellanos couldn't hang on to that baseball. I didn't know if he was going to be able to get there, and I didn't know if he was going to slide or not, but he went towards right center field. He had to come running on in, and it just bounced right off of the glove. He tried to squeeze it, and it just popped out. There's a bunt that's hit over towards the left side of the mound. Luzardo fires a strike over to first, and that's going to get on by Bohm. And coming in to score is Frelick, and it's now 5-0 Milwaukee. Jesus Luzardo had to step off the mound, and he probably should have just eaten it up. The throw was made over to first. It was low, and Bohm could not dig it out. And so Durbin gets on base with a bunt, and I guess they're going to call that an E1. Even though the throw was low, Bohm probably still should have caught it. It was a little bit over towards his left as well. Not a good throw and not a good play on the receiving end by Alec. Toss bat to first, not in time. So Joey Ortiz was up. Toss bat to first, not in time. So they called the hit by Frelick a double, even though it should have been an error. Next pitch is taken down for a ball. 2-0 pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. Luzardo has just lost his location. His releasing point has been pretty early, too, on some of these pitches. 3-0 pitch. That's taken on the inside corner for a strike. JJ, your smooth voice is colorful and old school announcing. Thank you. I appreciate that. Toss back to first base, and, well, that's going to get the runner into a rundown. The throw over to second, though, is in time. Nice play by Alec Bohm, and a good swipe as well by Bryson Stotts. Looks like Caleb Durbin went early there. So 1 away. Luzardo and Sosa are talking with Brock Ballou. And now Rob Thompson's going to go out there. What's going on? Is it a balk? They said no balk? That's what they're signaling. He didn't step towards home. He didn't step towards home plate, and now Rob Thompson's getting heated up, as he should. There you go, Rob. Get in his face. The first base umpire didn't make a signal. First base umpire didn't even make the call, and they called it a balk. And Rob is still out there talking with Brock Ballou. He's trying to get an explanation as to why he didn't make the call, and now Rob just got tossed. All right, he's out of the game. Rob just got tossed. That's it for Rob Thompson. I don't know why the first base umpire didn't have a call there. And Rob does get a standing ovation as he goes back into the dugout. So there's a runner on at second. They called it a balk. Rob is still talking on his way back. There you go, Rob. They're showing him now in the dugout, getting all his belongings. And he shakes his head as he goes back down the camera well. It's about time. 3 balls, 1 strike. That means that Calitri will now take over as the manager for the rest of this game. There's a runner on at second. The 3-1 is inside for ball 4. and still nobody out in the top of the fourth. I just don't understand how the first baseman doesn't make the call there. Luzardo, when he was throwing it over to first, did he step towards home plate? By the time that the ball came out, no. And the first base umpire didn't make the call. It was the third base umpire that made the call, according to the explanation. 1 ball, no strikes. Looked like the left-handed pitcher stepped towards home plate, but threw over to first when he realized the runner was going. Ty Dalbert says right call, in my opinion. Yeah, but why doesn't the first base umpire make the call there? It doesn't make sense. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That's taken on the outside edge for strike 1. Bryce hitting .347 with runners in scoring position. Here's the 2-1 pitch. That's taken for strike 2. Thompson just got tossed by second base umpire Dan Iasagna for arguing a very late balk call by the third base umpire Derek Thomas after the Phillies seemed to pick off a base runner. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And a look back over to second base. And no throw made. 2-2 pitch. That's taken low and outside. Chourio waits in the on-deck circle, and the 3-2 pitch is up high for ball 4. And that's going to load the bases with nobody out in the 4th inning. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Caleb Cotham is going to go out there to talk to Luzardo. It took him a while to go out there. At this point, honestly, I'm curious to see how LINKTREE does. When was the last time Rob got ejected? I think it was against the Rockies 2 years ago, right? Maybe he got ejected once last year. But now we get to see LINKTREE at the head of the helm. We'll see what moves he decides to make. Or we'll see if it's just based off of analytics. Here comes Jackson Chourio with the bases juiced. Top of the 4th, he has 2 grand slams in his career. And the pitch is taken for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. There's a ground ball back up the middle off the glove of Stotts as he tries to dive. It goes into center field. 2 runs are going to score, and this is getting ugly. A 2-run single back up the middle by Jackson Chourio, and the Brewers are blowing out Philadelphia. He is now 3 for 3 today. Another pitch right down the middle. Luzardo tried to get to it. It got by Luzardo, and then it went up the middle and off the glove of Bryce and Stotts. And by the way, mind you, there's still nobody out. There's William Contreras, and they'll foul the 4-seamer out of play. That's the worst outing that Luzardo has had as a Philly. The ball is 1 strike to William Contreras. The 0-1, and that's taken outside. John, I do. Philly has some great fans, too. I agree with that. So does Minnesota. You probably would disagree with that. But Minnesota really does travel well. On one, that's taken for strike 2. 1-2 pitch. That's up high and away for ball 2. Brewers put up 6 runs yesterday and 7 runs already today. 2-2. Fouled away. What is the Brewers' money line right now? Or the Phillies' money line right now? They're at minus 185. Coming into today. 2-2 pitch, another base hit out into left field. Another run will score. It's 8-0 Milwaukee. And guess what? I mean, the top 4 hitters for the Brewers today, listen to this. I mean, you're probably not going to want to listen to it if you're a Phillies fan. They've gotten 7 of the 9 hits in this game for Milwaukee alone. 7 of the 10, Milwaukee base hits have come from the 1, 2, 3, and 4 hitters. And now Christian Yelich is up. And there's a swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Yelich. It's popped up in foul territory. Sosa gives it a look, makes the catch in front of the camera well. There's out number 1. And the runner does stay put over at third base. That's Churio. And finally, the first out is recorded. Here comes Rhys Hoskins, who homered his last time up. The windup and the pitch. There's strike 1. John, has Luzardo gotten an out yet this inning? Finally, he did. 0-1, strike 2. Now, to be fair, I'm not saying that Luzardo's had a good day, but that pickoff, that should have been an out. 0-2 pitch to Hoskins. Fly ball hit out to deep left field, and that's the second homer today by Rhys Hoskins. 11 runs allowed by Jesus Luzardo, and Hoskins has his 9th homer of the season. You sure you don't want Rhys back now? $11 to nothing, Milwaukee. Here comes Daz Cameron. Here's the pitch. It's down for a ball. 11 runs on 11 hits, all surrendered by Luzardo. And his ERA is about ready to skyrocket. The pitch to Cameron, line drive, base hit into left field. That's going to be an easy double as Kepler does get over to the ball. And there's a 1-out double allowed by Luzardo. And Calitri is finally going to tell Cotham to go over to the phones. No sense of urgency. And here comes Calitri. He's going to make a move. All right. There's a call to the bullpen. And Luzardo's day is Done. And Joe Ross is going to come on in the pitch. After the game, we will have a little post-game show. I am also, according to the poll, 56% of you say that we should go live for Game 6 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals. I better see all 53% of you who have voted if we do go live. We're going to wait this out until the very, very end. Let go to your Stubbs pitch. Wait, never mind. They're not on the team. That's the joke, JJ. Larry says no recency bias for Rhys Hoskins. I'll take him back. Stubbs still on the roster? No, he's in AAA. He's in AAA. This is getting ugly, man. His ERA increases from 2.15. You know what his ERA is now? Guess what Luzardo's ERA is right now? It goes from 2.15 to guess. I want you guys to guess. Oh, Jed's just asked. No, he's down in AAA. I didn't mean for that to sound negative. Sorry if you took it that way. No, Stubbs hasn't been with the team. That's why he hasn't been batting. Infinity? Give me a serious guess. Like an actual guess. 4.78 is the ERA of Joe Ross. So Luzardo's ERA skyrockets from a 2.15 to what? Just guess. Throw out a number. 3.46. You're actually really close. You're really, really close. It goes to a 3.45. Here's the pitch. That's taken for a strike. Pitch is taken for a ball. Listen to this. Ricky Metallico just said, and I agree, pathetic that the Phillies left Luzardo in the game to take a beating when he didn't have his best stuff. You don't do that to a guy who has been good all year. One ball, one strike in the pitch. And that's fouled away. One-two pitch. That's taken low and inside for ball two. Ike Reese is now currently rethinking his stance on trading for Rhys Hoskins. Ooh. When Ike Reese is rethinking, that says something. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the fourth, 1 out. Two-two pitch. This one's lined foul. 7 runs in this 4th inning. Two balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch, and there's another line drive base hit, and this will bring home another run. Daz Cameron's rounding third. The throw to the plate is cut off by Bohm, And the Brewers now lead it 12-0. Wow. Phillies don't need more unathletic players. So then who do you want? Jack, who do you want? Who do you want? I want another power bat. And I want another person that can give us a lift. I thought yesterday was bad, says Jay. 12-0 Milwaukee. And CJ Durbin, or Caleb Durbin, that is up. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. There's a ground ball hit over to third base. So Sahaze throws it over to second for 1. That's all that they're going to get. And there's out number 2. Who do you want, Jack? Did the Phillies win yesterday? No. Two outs, top of the 4th. And Joey Ortiz is up. The pitch is taken for a strike. Give me names. Oh, 1 pitch. There's a line drive, foul ball. You want on-base percentage players. You want Jackson Chourio? I think he's pretty good. There's just Pete Fairbanks. Yeah, I want Pete Fairbanks too. 0-1, foul ball. Who do you guys want at the trade deadline? Give me names. What's up, Mark? How are you? I'm sure that you're feeling happy. What's going on, man? Here come the Brewers fans out of the gates. 0-2 pitch. There's a foul ball that goes out of play. JT is actually stays in play, excuse me. And it's popped up in foul ground, and JT makes the catch. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 4th. 12-0 Milwaukee. Cody, that's not a player. That's a manager. Can't do that. Give me names. Nobody's giving me any names. I legit want to know, who do you guys want at the deadline? I just got one. That was Pete Fairbanks. Brewers inching towards 500. You don't want Cedric Mullins, right? Who else don't we want? We don't want Brian Reynolds from the Pirates. Even though I don't think Reynolds would be such a bad move. I know he hasn't had a good year, but maybe a change of scenery could help. He's still fast. We want... Who else don't we want? I don't know. We want Jose Ramirez. Guardians aren't going to give him up. Jackson Chourio. Brewers won't give him up. Give me some realistic names. Felix Bautista. Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. It's like watching the cops do CPR after a mag dump. Give me real names. Come on. Come on, chat. You're not participating. Come on. 0-1, that's taken up high for a ball. Who do you want? One ball, one strike. And the pitch is taken inside for a ball, 2. Old man Ferguson wants the prospects. He doesn't want to make a trade. Okay. 2-1 pitch to Schwarber. And they'll line this one foul. Well, John, I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to the rest of the chat. Because I know you. I know that you don't know. That wasn't aimed at you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, and that's taken outside for ball 3. Old man Ferguson wants trades too. Well, then talk to me. Who do you want? 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Patrick gets a strikeout. One away in the bottom of the 4th. It's starting to rain now. Here's the pitch to Bohm. It's low and outside for a ball. Pitch to Alec. Fly ball hit out towards deep right field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone. And Alec Bohm hits an opposite field solo homer and cuts the deficit to 11. There we go. There we go. All right. 12-1. Look at this troll we have in the chat. We love trolls, though. The pitch, here it is. Swing and a miss to Nick Castellanos. Pitch, that's taken for a ball. I mean, this is a team who's literally 6 games behind the Cubs, and they're 2.5 behind the Cardinals, and the Phillies have the best record in the, in the National League. So they're doing all this talking. It's all good, though. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There has to be a left fielder who can give us better than 3 homers and 15 RBI after 50-plus games. True. Would you take Anthony Santander, even though he's on the IL? 1-2 pitch. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Two-two pitch. This one's fouled back towards the screen. Nick is 0 for 1 today. Two. Fouled off. Old man Ferguson says sure. Okay. Might not be a bad deal. Two pitch to Casty. This one's popped up. It's a foul ball. and it'll find the seats. How about Rojas for Joe Bag of Donuts? Larry's telling Mark, put some money on that. Those are funny. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch to Castellanos, swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. Did Nimmo just homer for the Mets? I think he did. Yep. Nimmo and Soto have homered. So 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. It's 12-1 Milwaukee. Here comes Max Kepler, who's 0 for 1. He struck out in the 2nd. The pitch to Max. It's a 4-seamer at 95 miles per hour, and it's taken for strike 1. It'll be 93 minutes into this. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch to Kepler. There's a fly ball hit out towards left center field. On the run is Cameron. He'll be there to make the catch in the alleyway. We're going to the top of the 5th. Phillies do cut the deficit to 11 as Al Bohm hits an opposite field home run. And, well, we go to the top of the 5th. It's 12-1 Brewers. He just left. Calm down, Junior. It's just 1 game. I get it. You haven't seen 1 in years. Oh, my gosh. Shots fired. Shots fired. JJ needs a betting site. Do I? Do I really need a betting site? Nah. I could start a sports betting channel if I wanted to, but I don't have the passion for it. Honestly. I really don't. I don't have the passion for it. Some people do, though. And it's become a lot more popular. And it's a wide open field, especially with baseball. But I'm not, like, as weird as this sounds, because usually, like, I defend baseball in this era. I'm not a big fan of all the advanced analytics. I mean, I know them. I know pretty much a lot of them. There's still new ones that are coming out. But baseball just has endless stats. And endless, it gets really complicated with betting, and I don't really like the numbers like that. Like you have to love numbers. And I don't love numbers when it comes to advanced stats. It's a different game. You ever listen to, like, the betting play-by-play announcers? It's a different sport. It's a different game when you listen to it for baseball. 1-0 pitch. Nets taken low and outside for ball 2. And I respect those people, but it's just not my cup of tea. Milwaukee's greater than the USA. Well, Milwaukee's in the USA. I don't know if you knew that, Mark. Don't even have to know math to know that. 1-1. That's taken for ball 2. Packers fans are carrying over salt. It's not even snowing there. There's no ice. Last time I checked, it's May 31st. 2-1. Swing and a miss. But I appreciate you for coming on here, Mark. I do respect you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. This one's grounded over towards the right side. Second baseman Stott has it, picks it up, throws it over to first, and it's in time for out number 1. Joe Ross is pitching. Giannis is the part owner of the Brewers. He ain't going anywhere, but if you want to fantasize about him, go for it. I didn't even say I wanted Giannis. Well, now we're talking about the Sixers. Oh, thanks. I hit the like button. You're a good man, dude. The pitch, and there's a foul ball. Goes out of play. We have a lot in common, Mark, dealing with Doc Rivers. You also had Patrick Beverly, too. Getting rid of him was a mistake. 0-1. Fly ball hit out to right field. Churio flies out to right. Castellanos is there and makes the grab for out number 2. If the NBA raises the rim to 11 inches, I will start watching again. You don't like these dunks? If they raise it to 11... that would be fun. The pitch. Net's taken for a ball. Gary says, just subscribe. Thanks. From Delco. Delco, New Jersey. Shout out to you. We're still getting subscribers even during this blowout. It's great. 1-0 pitch to Contreras. Nat's taken for a strike. If you guys want me to call the Eastern Conference Finals tonight, hit that yes button in the poll. If you don't, hit the no button. We're pretty much almost at 50-50. We are. We're so close. 1-1 pitch. There's a fly ball hit out to right field. Castellanos is on the run. Can't make the catch. It gets by him, and it goes all the way towards the corner. And so Contreras will head on over to second base, and he gets on with a 2-out double. And the Brewers could just continue to hit the baseball. That is their 14th hit of the game, and we're not even through the 5th inning. Cassidy was just a little bit late. He was so slow to get to that ball. Two outs, top of the 5th. And Ross pitching against Christian Yelich. Here comes the pitch. That's inside for a ball. Best part of Milwaukee's day trips to Chicago. One ball, no strikes. And the pitch, here it is. That's inside for a ball. Hardcore just came on in and was like, oh, cool, the Phillies have 3 hits tonight. And he's probably going to be like, goodbye. What's up? 2-0. Strike 1. Two balls, 1 strike. Ross comes set at the letters, kicks, deals, and a tie for ball 3. Hitters count. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That's taken for strike 2. It's the end of the world as we know it. I feel fine. Payoff pitch. Fouled away. Needed that little stretch. It's 66 degrees, Larry. Started drizzling a little bit ago, but I think that the rain has settled down. For now. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. And Christian Yelich strikes out. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning. Phillies down by 11 runs. It's 12-1 to Milwaukee. Be right back. Don't go anywhere. Look at Shivy. Look at Shivy, man. Never gives up on his fightings. I love it. I love it. 17-16 is the final score in 10 innings. Oh, man. That would be crazy. So you're saying that there's a chance. Let's go. Bottom of the 5th. JT is up. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The pitch on the way, and that's taken outside for a ball. This is the start if the championship DVD. 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the windup and the pitch from Patrick. And that's outside for ball 2. Mark's babysitter wanted her phone back. My boy, is this a real score? Go back to bed, Max. I'm kidding. The 2-0 pitch. That's taken for a strike. This is reality. Appreciate you for being on here, man. Yeah. The numbers aren't going to do so well today, but that's okay. Algorithm won't like us for a little bit, but it is what it is. We deal with the highs, we deal with the lows. 2-1, that's taken up high and inside for ball 3. For now, because there still is a chance. 3 balls, 1 strike. The windup and the pitch to JT. This one's fouled away. Is there an unwritten rule for when to not play the cavalry charge? 3-2. Foul or popped up towards shallow center field. And there's Terang. He'll make the catch. 1 out. Am I in a dream? Is this the real life? How's the doggy? The doggy is doing good. That's the best news that we have today, folks. She's like 80% better. The pitch, and that's outside for a ball. Was a totally different animal yesterday. And now she's full of life. 1-0 pitch. Here it comes. That's in there for strike one. Max, it's a nightmare. As they say in SpongeBob, this isn't a dream. This is a nightmare. That's when Plankton was like stepping all over Bikini Bottom. That's great news, bro. Thank you. Yes, it is really good news. She started to eat today. She was rolling around in the grass. She wanted to play. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch to Marsh, and there's a ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Hoskins has it, throws it back over to Patrick, who goes to cover the bag, and there's out number 2. The cavalry charge for this game sounds like bagpipes getting run over on I-95. I can just listen to the bagpipes in It's a Long Way to the Top if you want to rock and roll, and just if they ever did that live and just hearing the bagpipes, you know, when cars are getting run over, people would be booing. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. This one's popped up, hit out over towards shallow right field. Fraley gets under and makes the catch, and we're going to the top of the 6th. I don't want to fully get into it, John. I don't want to fully get into it, but she is doing a lot better. She had, I'll say this, it wasn't looking good. Problems with her stomach. I'll put it that way. I don't want to get graphic. We're going to the 6th. It's 12-1. Milwaukee. JJ never ceases to impress me with his musical diversity and knowledge. Yeah, I could. Can you just imagine like the bagpipes and in that song? It's like, it's like it just gets run over. Yeah, that'd be weird. John runs over it with a Big Bird. John's on I-95 driving on Big Bird, and it goes over the bagpipes. That's great. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. There's that bat spike from Rhys Hoskins. I miss it. Come back, baby. Come home. I'm putting it out there now. Come home, Rhys. Come on. Come home. Come home. JJ wants you back. I know it sounds so soft of me, but I want another power bat. Put Harper back in the outfield. Put that man over at first. Hoskins again to go to bat here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch is high for a ball. Jose Ruiz is now pitching. 1-0 is the count to Hoskins. And the windup and the pitch. That's taken for a strike. Ten seconds left on the pitch clock. And Ruiz comes set and delivers. And it's outside for ball 2. Ruiz not wasting any time. Throws the 2-1. This one's fouled away. Interesting fact, they had to change the song to use the bagpipes for It's a Long Way to the Top. AC/DC, Bon Scott legend. They had to change the key of the song. And it's a really good key, actually. 2-2 pitch. There's a ground ball. It's a foul ball. That goes out of play. Where did everybody go? Everybody left me. Everybody left me. Did you guys hit the like button? Did we get to 100 likes yet? I bet not. What are we at? 88? Let's get to 100. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch. This one's chopped foul. Really appreciate you all for being on here and for grinding this out. Hit that thumbs up button, folks. The 2-2 pitch to Hoskins. There's a check swing, fair ball, hit over towards the first base side, and Ruiz has it, throws it over to first, and there's one away. 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 outs for the Phillies to play with, and they're down by 11 runs. Asia says, I'm still here. PJ's still here. You guys are the best. Couple more Milwaukee homers would be nice. Let's go, Brewers. Wow. Just want to rub it on in. Love it. Daz Cameron's up. The pitch, swing and a miss. I'll tell you what, one of my favorite ball players growing up was his dad, Mike Cameron. 0-1. Line drive hit out to left field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Kepler's there to cut it off, and Daz Cameron is held to a single with 1 out. I did that. That team with that 08 team with Ryan Braun, Ricky Weeks, Corey Hart, Prince Fielder, CeCe Sabathia. I think they had a Randy Wolf on that team too. I don't think Ashford was the closer then. But that was Aramis Ramirez at third. That was a good team. I think they also had Niger Morgan as well. That was a good baseball team. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch. This one is popped up towards shallow right field. Castellanos is there. Waits for it, makes the grab. And there's out number 2. I'm trying to think, who else do they have in the starting rotation? I'm starting to kind of forget. It means I'm getting older. Oh, that's not good. J.J. Hardy. Yeah, J.J. Hardy at shortstop. I loved J.J. Hardy. Wasn't Randy Wolf a former Philly? Yes, he was. The pitch. That's taken for a strike. Yes, he was. Who was their catcher? Was their catcher Jason Kendall? Or was he on the Cubs? The pitch, and there's a ground ball. Goes underneath the glove of Trey Turner. And we have runners now at the corners. I mean, the defense has just been really bad. It really has. Gabe Kapler was on the OA Brewers. Yeah, I would have actually forgot that. The only team I remember Gabe Kapler on was the Rays. Two outs, top of the 6th, and the pitch is taken for a strike. Kendall was on the team. Okay. Then my memory is not as bad as I thought it was. Do I remember the Wolfpack? I was really young. The pitch, ground ball, back up the middle for a base hit. Cameron's going to score, and it's an RBI single by Joey Ortiz. It's 13-1 Milwaukee. Kendall started with the Pirates. Don't remember who else he played for. Yeah, he was on the Brewers, I remember. I thought maybe he was on the Cubs, too. Here's the pitch, and there's another line drive base hit, and this will bring home another run, 14-1 on the RBI single by Bryce Terang. BTA. Ooh. Bang, bang, bang. Bon says this game I'm at too. Well, you said that you were at the game before, so you're at this game as well. Here comes Jackson Churio, and the pitch is inside for a ball. At this point, just give me fantasy points, Jackson. Oh no, there's a fly ball hit out to deep left field. That's going back towards the track, and it is gone. 17-1 Milwaukee, and Jose Ruiz gives up another home run. And Phillies fans are absolutely stunned. Oh my gosh. Haven't seen this type of a beatdown since they played the Athletics last year. Ugh, ugly. Now William Contreras is up in the pitch, swinging a miss. Jackson Churio today, 4 for 5. 5 RBI, 3 runs scored, a homer, and a stolen base. Here's the pitch. That's taken low for a ball. Banjo, I hope that you're drinking. The pitch. There's a fly ball hit out towards right field. Castellanos is there. Makes the catch, and we're going to the bottom of the 6th. 17-1 Milwaukee. They just tapped on another 5 runs, including what was a 3-run missile hit by Jackson Churio. Not going to lie, these games are fun with you. I appreciate that. Sometimes you just got to sit back and you got to laugh. You do. You just got to laugh. Phillies today are 3 for 18. The Brewers are 19 for 35. They are 11 for 13 with runners in scoring position. 11 for 13. Let me say that again. 11 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Mark says, I got to give you guys credit for still watching. Hey, man, we have the most loyal fans on here. I mean, I might sound like I'm being biased, but, you know, we stick, the blue-collar mentality, they still stick with the team no matter what, you know? Rob says it's just one of those games. William says I'm not laughing. Well, sometimes I make a mistake and I laugh at myself, looking back on it. And I'm like, you know what? That was actually kind of funny. I made that mistake. You know? In the moment, it doesn't feel funny, but when you can just laugh something off, it shows that you have guts. Not saying that you don't have guts if you don't laugh at yourself, but it's one way to do it. It's disappointing, for sure. The only Phillies highlight that they showed was the Kepler throwout at the plate. It could have actually been 18-1. Can we ban the Brewers from batting since we can't stop them, says MPP? I'm sorry. It's not how it works. You play to win the game. Chad Patrick is pitching. Still. I forgot that he was actually pitching. He's only given up 3 hits and 1 earned run. Put Romano in, at least that would be funny. Here's the pitch to Stott. It's taken up high for a ball. Luzardo's not pitching. Do not spam the chat. 1-0 to Stott. Fly ball hit out to deep right field. If it's fair, it's gone. It's a foul ball. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. We have 110 people still watching this. Did we get to 100 likes? Did we get to 100? We got to get there. We're at 95. I need us to get to 200. Or at least try to get to at least 150, maybe. 1-1. Foul ball. JJ, this is the worst game I've seen in a long time. Yeah. I'm not even mad right now. Isn't that sad? 1-2. Fouled off. If I was a fan, I'd be mad. But I'm not being a fan right now. Here's the 1-2. Line drive it out to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. And Stock gets on with the leadoff single to start off the bottom of the 6th. The Brewers put up 4 runs in the first, 8 runs in the 4th, and 5 in the 6th. Phillies have just put up 1 run, and that was in the bottom of the 4th. Here's Trey Turner. The pitch. That's down for a ball. Schwarber waits in the on-deck circle. One-0 pitch to Turner. Fly ball hit out towards left field, and that's going to be caught by Daz Cameron for the first out. These clouds don't look so friendly coming in South Jersey. 4 hits is Denbrew. And the Brewers are 11 for 13 with runners in scoring position. The pitch to Kyle, and it's inside. The 1-0 pitch to Schwarber, and he yanks this one down the right field line. That's a fair ball. That's going all the way towards the corner. A run's going to score as Stott's rounding third. The throw is cut off, and a fake throw to home plate by Terang, and the Phillies do get their second run of the ball game. It's 17-2 on an RBI double by Kyle Schwarber. You have a Philly fan named Thanos? How do you know he's a Philly fan? Never seen them on there before. Might as well not even do a post-game show. Well, we might not, because what's our poll at? We're at 55% yes on if you would want me to do the NBA Eastern Conference Finals after this game. So if that poll is above 50%, I'm doing it. And we're going to be doing it live. So 1 out in the bottom of the 6th. And we have a timeout called on the mound here. The bell just cracked again. Yeah. I don't know if he's a Philly fan. I have no clue. 129 votes. 55% of you said yes. Did we get to 100 likes? We'll ring the bell to that. If we did we get there? We're at 98. Come on, Shadow Watchers. Get out of the shadows. Here's Alec Bohm. And he takes down for a ball. I'll tell you what. 1-0 pitch. And the pitch is in there for a strike. If the Phillies cut this game, okay, if they cut it to a 3-run game, I will gift 20 memberships. I will. I will gift 20 memberships. Even out of my pocket. 1-1 pitch to Bohm. Fly ball hit out towards left center field. Churrio's there. Will make the catch, and there's 1 away. Or 2 away, that is. I hope they get it to the 8th. If they cut this to a 3-run deficit, okay, I will gift away 20 memberships. Because you guys deserve something for that. I will gift 20 memberships. I think 18 was our largest. Could be wrong. 2 outs, bottom of the 6th, and now Yohan Rojas is up. They just took Castellanos out of the game. The pitch to Rojas, and a line of foul. The ball is 1 strike. Pringle says, yep. 0-1. Foul ball. I don't know. I can't hear the game. It distracts me. But somebody else, I'm sure, can answer that. 103 likes. Let's go. The ball is 2 strikes to Yohan Rojas. 0-2 pitch, and there it is. Swing and a miss. We're going to the top of the 7th inning. It is 17-2, Milwaukee. All right. You know what? Nah. We are the laughing stock of the league right now. Appreciate you all for being on here. Scott, in case I do this game tonight, can you make me a thumbnail? In case I do it. It looks like we're probably going to do it. We got a $5 super chat from Tiffany and from Jay. Hey, JJ. Tiff and Jay here doing a wellness check on you after this travesty of a game. Well, we're still in the travesty of the game. But so far, I'm doing fine. It could be worse. I still think it could be worse. Yeah, it's gotten out of hand, clearly. But we survive. We do. The Philly fan in me is not happy. But the broadcaster in me is like, you know what, I got to do another stream. The Mets are winning. That might make you feel better. Thank you. Thanks so much for the $5, Tiff. It means a lot. That definitely does make me feel better. You didn't have to do that. That was very generous. All I ask is just for you guys to hit the thumbs up button. Definitely the algorithm's not going to like us after today. But there's nothing we can do. Tanner Banks is going to pitch. This was just a flat-out disgrace. Kepler's out in right field. Rojas is now playing center. Tiff says I like it. Keep that head up. And Marsh is out and left. That's the way I look at things. Keep the head up. No worries. No worries, Scott. Here's the pitch. That's taken for a strike. by Christian Yelich. Times it starts just at 8. 0-1. It's taken down for a ball. 2 hours before the basketball game. That's just where we are. Yep. A little bit more than 2 hours because you know that they never start on time. It could always be the White Sox. Could always be the White Sox or even the Rockies. 2-1 pitch, and there's a line drive hit out to left field. And Christian Yelich just gets his third hit of the day. Just his third hit. Churio, Contreras, and Yelich each have 3 hits. Cameron, Hoskins, Frelick, and Durbin have 2. And Kyle Schwarber has 2 as well. Here's Rhys Hoskins. And he takes the pitch up high for ball 1. Tanner has a 3.96 earned run average. He did give up a run in last night's game. 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. Hey, Rockies at bases loaded with 2 outs in the top of the 7th, and they're just down by 5. Phillies wish that they were down by 5. Instead, they're down by 15. 1-1, swing and a miss. And the Rockies just got out of it. The 1-2 pitch to Hoskins, and that's low and outside for ball 2. Why empty the bench? A good butt whooping is good for the soul. So it was a strikeout, and Tanner Banks gets one as Hoskins swings and misses at the pitch. What the heck? 17-2? That's unbelievable. We're unbelievable for doing this game. I give us a lot of credit for doing it. And because we're unbelievable, hit the thumbs up button. Because you all are unbelievable. The pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Oh, 1. Swing and a miss. So it's no balls, 2 strikes. Luzardo pitch for the Phillies. Give up 12 runs. 0-2. That's called a ball. Luzardo did pitch once upon a time. 12 runs in 3 1/3 on 12 hits. Just 12. There's the 1-2. There's another line drive base hit, and that is the 21st hit of the day for Milwaukee. The 21st hit. And it's a single up the middle. "21 hits, 17 runs in 6 1/3 of an inning for the Milwaukee Brewers." Here's Sal Frelick, and he'll foul off the first pitch that he sees. What the actual just got here? What's up, Eagles? What's going on, folks? No balls, 1 strike, and the pitch, it's outside and low for a ball. 21 hits for Milwaukee, 17 runs scored. They're 11 for 13 with runners in scoring position. Churio's 4 for 5. Contreras is 3 for 4. Yelich is 3 for 5. Hoskins hit 2 homers. It's going very well today for Philadelphia, folks. 1-1. Foul ball. Ortiz scored 2 runs. He's 1 for 3. Durbin's 2 for 4. Frelick is 2 for 4. 1-2 pitch. That's high for ball 2. Who caught that? Oh, that was a nice catch by whoever that was in the Phillies dugout. 2-2. That's taken for ball 3. Rob did get tossed. The count is full to Sal Frelick. And the payoff pitch, and there's a called strike 3 for out number 2. 111 likes. Let's get to 150. Come on. We got to get to 150. We do. We got to get to 150. Hey, if it makes you feel any better, now they're 11 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Oh, it was just a 5-0 game at that point, Otto. He got tossed early compared to this. The ball is 1 strike, 2 outs. And the 0-1 pitch, and that's taken for strike 2. I was actually wondering how Kalichi would do as a manager. And, man, he didn't take Luzardo out till he gave up his 12th earned run. 0-2 pitch. That's taken down for a ball. Yeah, he was taken out early, Otto. He was like, you know what? I've seen the writing on the wall. That's it. 1-2 pitch. That's low for ball 2. Hardcore says, I feel much better now. Isn't it fun being with a community of people tuning into the game? Seriously. You don't feel alone. 2-2 pitch. This one's lined foul. The Rockies are laughing. The Rockies are crying. Actually, are they crying? You know, I would actually make a trade for Hunter Brown. Or not Hunter Brown. Hunter Goodman. Hunter Brown's good too, but the Phillies don't need another pitcher. Another starting pitcher. 2-2 pitch. That's inside for ball 3. The payoff pitch on the way. There's a bouncing ball hit over to third base. Sosa has it, throws it over to first, and finally we're going to the bottom of the 7th. The Brewers lead at 17-2. And the Phillies are coming up to bat. 21 hits, 17 runs. You shouldn't have to. Okay, good. Are the Phillies aware that there is no mercy rule? No, they think that it's Wii Sports, Tiff. It's Wii Sports. And actually, the mercy rule would have occurred when they were down by 5. So, Rob actually, I guess, thought that there was a mercy rule at that point. And was like, you know what? That's the game. Hey, I've seen it. I'll tell you what. Again, I said this. I did say this. If they cut it to a 3-run deficit, I would gift 20 memberships. And I'm keeping my word on that. I'm keeping my word on that. Because guess what? The Phillies aren't going to refund you for this game. But I'm a man of the people. I'm still worried that the offense looks anemic still. I would say Hunter Goodman. I would. I would like Hunter Goodman. He can play outfield and he can catch. JJ, go off on an epic rant tonight. I mean, like, what's there for me to say, David? What's really there for me to say? They didn't show up. They don't have heart today. I mean, like, it's inexcusable. It's inexcusable. If they continue to do this for a week, then I will go off. I'm not happy. The pitch, that's a foul ball. I'm not happy. Just tuning in. Hey, everyone. Okay, have a good rest of your day. Well, I appreciate you for stopping by, my friend. Just hit the like button on your way out. 0-1, foul ball. I would appreciate that, man. O2 pitch, fly ball, hit out towards deep left field. It'll stay in the ballpark, though, as Collins will make the catch. There's out number 1. Hasse is going to catch for William Contreras. Frelick goes over to center. Cameron's now in right. Andrew Monasterio's at short. And out in left field is Isaac Collins. We won a bunch of series lately until the last part of it. Yes. This has to spiral into something in order for me to get really angry. It's inexcusable what they did today. This was awful. So far. An absolute disgrace. 2 balls, no strikes. Now, if they get swept, oh, I won't be happy about that. The pitch is in there for a strike. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It was against weak teams. That's fair. That's fair. 2-2. That's high for ball 3. Don't remind me, Asia. 3-2 pitch. And there's a strike 3 called. And Rafael Marchand strikes out looking. Two away in the bottom of the 7th. And Marsh is up. And he'll foul off the pitch. Correct, hardcore. I've seen many blowouts. Brewers better watch out tomorrow. Getting Bears after a blowout happens a lot. It does. 0-1, swing and a miss. I'll tune in later, JJ. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm just saying, hit the thumbs up button on your way out, man. That's it. I didn't mean for it to be negative. I appreciate you for stopping by, man. I wouldn't want to tune into this. 0-2 pitch, and there's a called strike 3. We're going to the 8th inning. Top of the 8th. Milwaukee up 17-2. Okay. Got 104 people tuning on in. All right. Who's coming back for Game 6 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals? 53% of you say that you are. 53% of 142. What's I could just do it by hand. 53% of 152. Just do it by hand. I'll test my IQ. 53% of 152. 53 times 152. 6, 5, 4, 0, 0, 1, 6, 7, 6, 5, 0. It means that 80 of you, right? 81 of you, about 81 of you have voted yes. Is that correct? We'll say 81 out of, oh, wait, it's 142. Ugh, not 152. It's 142 votes. I did the math wrong. 6, 2, 1, 426, 0, 0, 21. So what is that? 75, 26. So 75 of you have said that you would tune on in. All right, I'll hold you to that word. Wes Wilson's going to pitch, and the first pitch doesn't even show up on the radar gun. That's how slow it was. 2-0 pitch. That one is at 57 miles per hour, and it's low and outside for ball 3. Three-0 delivery. There's a called strike. 3-1 delivery. This one's chopped foul by Andrew Monsterio. Eagle says I might join. You should. I should probably get the thumbnail ready right now, shouldn't I? 3-2 pitch, and this one is a line drive diving catch by Edmundo Sosa. Nice play. Okay. Nice catch, Edmundo. Right on the line. That was a heck of a catch. That ball snow-coned right off the top of the glove, too. Hold on. All right, might as well do it, right? The pitch on the way. There's a fly ball hit out towards straightaway center field by Bryce. Rojas is there, makes the grab, and 2 outs. Put me on the field, man. Just put me out there. I bet a few of those people fell asleep. That's true. They probably did. They probably did. 2 outs, and here's a 52-mile-per-hour curveball. It's in there for a strike. 0-1. That pitch was high and inside, but it's in there for a strike, and fans are clapping along for Wes Wilson. How about this? The ball's 2 strikes, and the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball. That's a foul ball, and it goes out of play. All right, Wes. Show him what you got, Wes. Eric Hasse is up. 0-2. It's low and outside for a ball. One-two delivery, line drive it out to right field for a base hit. Kepler plays it on 2 bounces and throws it back in over towards second base. Wilson is our new stud pitcher. Chat, you're the best. I don't know what I would do without you guys. All right, so let's go to the home. And let's create a new one. 0-1, there's a ground ball hit over to shortstop to throw the second, and that's going to be in time. We're going to the bottom of the 8th, and we'll be back in just a few moments. Real fans stay until the end. If you were actually at this game, would you stay until the very end or would you leave? I think if it was me, I would stay. I would, because guess what? If Bryce Harper's up and he hits a foul ball, I want that freaking souvenir. Or if in this case, if Kyle Schwarber comes up or whatever the case is, I would want that souvenir because everybody's leaving, and that gives me more of a chance to catch it. That's one of the reasons why I would stay. Pitch, and that's taken outside. Plus, I could see also see something that's never happened before. There's possibly a chance. 1-0 to Sosa. There's a fly ball hit out towards deep center field. It'll stay in the ballpark, and the catch will be made by Sal for the first out. I would stay. I need to watch all the homers, says Raymond. As a Brewers fan. You're funny. Oh, I would stay and ask if I could try out for being a relief pitcher, even if I can throw 62 miles per hour. That's fair, too. Here's the pitch to Stott, and that's taken inside for a ball. Plus, maybe I would see a pitcher hit a home run. Like, that would be kind of like a cool feat. I don't know. I like those abnormalities. Abnormalities. No, that's abnormalities, I think. Pitch, and it's taken for a strike. Joe Ryder died with the Phillies. Am I right? 1-1. That's taken down low for ball two. It's never over till the final out. What's going on with the Phillies, JJ? They're down by 15 runs. Jesus Luzardo gave up 12. And Rhys Hoskins hit 2 homers. Jackson Chourio hit a homer. And they're losing. The pitch. Fly ball hit out towards straightaway center field. Frelick's there, makes the catch. And the Brewers are 12 for 14 with runners in scoring position. 12 for 15. Last time I checked. Here's Trey Turner. And the pitch on the way. There's a foul ball. See, a lucky fan's going to get that souvenir. That was a nice catch. Really nice catch. Here's the 0-1. That's inside for ball 1. All right, let's get this thumbnail ready. Let's get this thumbnail ready. Halliburton. The pitch. This one's popped up over towards second base. Shortstop is there, makes the catch, and we're going to the 9th inning. 17-2 Milwaukee. Be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Why am I having a hard time thinking of the other good player on the Knicks right now? We got Brunson, we got Cat, we got Bridges, OG. Okay, that's who it was. OG Anunoby. Yelich is up in the first pitch. He takes his inside for a ball. Actually called it, what, a strike? They called it a strike, really? Should have been called a ball, but whatever. 0-1, foul ball. OG Anunoby. Then we got Siakam. We got Nemhard. The pitch. There's a line drive base hit out to left field. Marsh plays it on 2 bounces. And that's how we start off the 9th. Don't forget about Ewing. Yup. Did anyone blame the shadows yet? No, because it's not raining. Or no, sorry, it's not sunny. It's the wind. The wind's blowing in. There's a little breeze. And don't forget, the ball's a little bit wet. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's taken down low and outside. What happened to Philly? Y'all was doing good, says Tim. Well, I don't know what to tell you. 2-0. This one's popped up. Wilson is going to get there. And there's out number 1 as he makes the catch. Who else is on the Pacers? They got Turner, right? They got Miles Turner. I thought I just put in Nemhard. I did. Am I forgetting anybody else? The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a ball. After this, we got Game 6 of the NBA Eastern Conference Finals tonight. And we're getting the thumbnail ready right now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Das Cameron, and the pitch is flied out towards shallow center field. Stott calls off Rojas, makes the catch, and there's out number 2. PJ says, why is he pitching like that? Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't answer. He's a position player. What else do you expect? The pitch. There's a ground ball hit over towards first base. Bohm throws it over to Wes Wilson. And Frelick grabbed him on the jersey. They were sort of smiling with each other. And Wilson beat him right to the bag. We're going to the bottom of the 9th. It's 17-2 Milwaukee. I will be right back. Got the Brewers right where we want them, baby. Come on, just down by 15. Let's go.
Make some noise, chat. Here we go, baby. The comeback starts now. One touchdown, actually 2 touchdowns, an extra point, and a 2-point conversion, baby. Here comes Kyle Schwarber to the plate, and the pitch is outside for ball 1. Here, let's go. Let's go. Charge! 1-0 pitch to Schwarber. Line drive down the right field line. That's a fair ball. And Schwarber's going to get an easy 2-bag out of this. And Cameron will throw it over to second base. And Schwarber, well, he's been the only guy that showed up to the ballpark today. And he gets on with a leadoff double. Just 15 more of those and the Phillies tied the game. That's it. Just 15 more. They got 15 more doubles, and that's all. Hoskins was chasing Schwarber over to second base. At least the Brewers are having fun. If I'm the Phillies, I would not be having fun. The pitch to Bohm. That's just inside for a ball. This umpire's starting to feel bad for the Phillies because he called that a strike all day. Pitch to Bohm, ground ball, base hit out to right field. Schwarber's going to be stopping over at third base, and the throw is off the line. And so there's a single, and that's going to put runners on at first and third. Okay. Alexander's pitching. All right, so let's download this. Knicks, Pacers, Game 6. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike to Yohan Rojas. Rojas did strike out in the sixth inning. Excuse me. 0-1, swing and a miss. Uh-oh. Where did it go? Excuse. The ball's 2 strikes. Alexander comes set, and the pitch to Rojas. There's a fly ball out to right field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Schwarber's going to score, and they'll make it 17-3. It gets on by Cameron, and Bohm's rounding third. He will score too. It's a 2-run double by Yohan Rojas. He actually goes over to third and gets a 2-run triple. There we go, 17-4. Rojas able to get on with a triple, and there's still nobody out. And now Max Kepler's up. First pitch to Max, and it's inside for a ball. Where were these calls earlier, ump? Where were they earlier? All right, let's put this up here. The pitch, and that's low and outside for ball 2. Oh, no, says Raymond. Still nobody out. It's 2 balls, no strikes. To a pitch, and that's outside for ball 3. No, again, I stand by my word. I stand by my word. 3 balls, no strikes. And here's the next pitch to Kepler. It's in there for a strike. 3-1. Ground ball hit over towards the right side of first base. The throw over to first, and Kepler is safe, and he beats it out. It's an RBI infield single, and it's now 17-5. We're down by 12 now. Okay. Good hustle by Kepler. It was a foot race over to first, and he just beat Alexander. I'm getting that stream ready. Timeout called. I'm getting that stream ready right now. Edit event. Uh-oh, that's not the event I wanted to edit. I just want to get the stream up and ready. I will change the description. I will change the description once we get there. Love how the Phillies are like, let's go. Like the fans that are still here. Yeah, Rafael Marchand's up. All right, so this is, what should we call this? Game 6, Eastern Conference Finals. Game 6, play-by-play. Game 6, Eastern Conference Finals. The pitch on the way, and that's a foul ball. Oh, 1 to Marchand. Fly ball hit out towards right field. That's going to be caught for out number 1 by Daz Cameron. New York Knicks versus or at Indiana Pacers. Eastern Conference Finals, Game 6. Pitch to Marsh, and that's taken outside. Live play-by-play. I'll change the descriptions later. 1-0 pitch to Marsh. There's a fly ball hit out towards center field. That's going back over towards the track. Does the center fielder freely have room? He does not. It's gone! Brandon Marsh with a 2-run homer, and he cuts the deficit to 10. The wind carried it. It's now 17-7, and stomachs are starting to churn a little bit. It ain't over. That just went over Monty's angle. Here's Edmundo Sosa. And the pitch. This one is fouled back towards the screen. Did Larry go? Here's Larry. 0-1 pitch. There's a ground ball. Rolled over to third base. Third baseman has it. Throws over to first. It's in time. There's out number 2. All right, I got to hurry. I got to hurry and get this up. Okay. I've never had to hurry for a thumbnail before in my entire life. Here we go. I'll change it in a little bit. And it's all up to Bryce and Stotts. All right, so now let's put the redirect up there. Pitch to Stott. There's a fly ball hit out towards right field. And on the run is Cameron. He's there. He makes the catch, and that is indeed the ball game. Phillies made it interesting in that bottom of the 9th, but they lose by a final score of 17-7. Obviously, that did not tell the full story. They were down 17-2 before that bottom of the 9th inning. And so the Brewers offense puts up 23 hits. That's a season high. 17 runs. That ties a season high. Hoskins had 2 homers. Every starter had at least 1 hit in the ball game. 6 of them had at least 2 hits. And 4, I believe, had 3. I don't have the numbers out in front of me because I'm trying to get this redirect up here. So let's do that. There it is. After the stream is done, you're going to click on this Knicks-Pacers Eastern Conference Finals game. Hit the thumbs up button, too. All right? So we are going to go live at 8 o'clock, and we will be doing Eastern Conference Finals Game 6 because we have nothing better to do with our lives, and you guys voted for us to do it. You did. You voted for us. So go click on that right now. Hit the thumbs up button. I'm going to post the link now down below for you guys to go hit that like button on there. I would appreciate it. There it is. Hit the like button. I made the thumbnail. I'll have to edit the description, and I'll do that in a bit. All right. Rant, JJ. Are you going to have a rant today? No. Here's what I'm going to tell you, though. Okay? This was atrocious. This was absolutely atrocious. And here's where the Phillies lost this game. They lost this game before today even started. What do I mean by that? They were unprepared. They were 1,000% unprepared to play in this game today. They did not have a game plan. They didn't have a game plan at all. Jesus Luzardo, I'm going to not be so hard on him because he's been really good for us this year. I will tell you, though, his stuff was not good. His stuff was not good at all today. The only player that showed up was Kyle Schwarber. That's it. Kyle Schwarber was the only player that showed up in this game. Don't give me, a bohm at an RBI double in the bottom of the ninth inning. Oh, would you look at that hit by Rojas? Oh, that was a nice swing. Nobody else showed up in this ball game except for Kyle Schwarber. That's it. That's it. And Wes Wilson had to throw not just one inning, but two. He had to throw 2 innings. The Brewers today, at one point, were 11 for 13 with runners in scoring position. The first inning starts. I'm going back to that first inning. I hate to do this. Okay, Luzardo's behind the A ball. Pitches are flat. Single, walk, RBI single, 3-run homer to Rhys Hoskins. The game was over right there. The game was over right there. Hoskins hits that 3-run homer. That's the ball game. That's your game. It was over before it even started. You knew that Luzardo wasn't going to have a good day. And even if your offense did have a good day and put up like 8 runs, it wasn't going to be enough to beat the Brewers. Because that bullpen of yours is a problem. Now, with the bullpen being the problem that it is, LINKTREE, get up off your butt and take out Luzardo after he gives up the 7th run. Even a 7-0 game is a little bit egregious. I'm still trying to win. I'm still trying to win out there. I'm still trying to win. Luzardo, again, the Brewers came on in with a strategy, and that was to eat up Luzardo. That's what they did, and that's how they won. Luzardo looked awful out there today. And again, I'm not gonna be angry at Luzardo because he's been phenomenal. This one bad outing does skyrocket his ERA. What I'm really disappointed with, though, is the way that the Phillies attacked this. I thought that there was no good managerial leadership today. I was actually kind of excited for LINKTREE to step on in as the manager for this game. I was kind of looking forward to it. Shame on me. Shame on me for thinking that he was going to do a better job. It was worse. It was horrendous. It sucked. But, again, the Phillies have been playing better baseball. I know that they've beaten up on bad teams. If this does trend into something, we're coming back to this game and we're saying to ourselves, what a disgrace. The game was over before it started. It's sad. That's very sad. You give up 21 hits to this ball club. And look, the Brewers have been playing good baseball. They just swept the Red Sox. I'm not discrediting them. But this is embarrassing. This is out at the bank. You're at Citizens Bank Park. And Rhys Hoskins pantses you. You know how embarrassing that is? Say what you want about me saying I want Rhys Hoskins back. Part of that, to be honest with you, even though it didn't sound like it in the moment, I was kind of joking. There was some truth to it, but man, it didn't work for the Phillies. I thought maybe you could try to get them riled up. Nope. Ricky Battalica was right. Why the hell is Luzardo still pitching after he gives up the 3-run homer, the second 3-run homer to Rhys Hoskins? Why the hell is he pitching? Get him out of the game. That was the most earned runs allowed by a Phillies starting pitcher since 1947. Just an embarrassment. Yeah, I don't know. You still have defensive mistakes. The balk was bad. Good for Rob for getting fired up about that. It's a moral victory. Kepler had a nice throw out of the play. I thought maybe that would spark a plug. This offense just is so streaky. They need help. They do. They absolutely need help. But this one game is not going to irk me. Again, I'm disappointed, and I do feel embarrassed. But am I angry at this team? I should feel angry. But I'm not. I might be wrong for that. If I was the manager of this team, I'd feel very angry. But I'm not. And I don't want to get myself down this negative roller coaster right now, whether that's fair or not. But it was a terrible day. They partied last night. And again, the game was over before it started. Umps were terrible today. That wasn't why you lost. The blue was awful. It was awful on both sides. The balk, I don't think it was a balk. But you know what? At the end of the day, you lost 17-7, and it was really 17-2. Let's call it what it is. It was a 17-2 ball game, and it really actually could have been 20-2 if Kepler didn't make that throw out at the plate. So, there you have it. How do you describe that game? This is one that you just throw in the garbage can. You wipe it off, you come back tomorrow, and you pound this team. You pound them. PJ says I hit the thumbs up button. Thank you. If you guys wouldn't mind doing so, click on our next stream and hit that thumbs up button. Please. Hey, we only struck out 8 times. Why the heck was Luzardo left in the game for too long? It's because Rick Calitri was you know why? Because Rick Calitri did not expect to come on into the game, and he was shell-shocked. He was thinking to himself, what would Rob do? And not even Rob would have let him pitch for that long. Thought Calitri today was a disgrace. Thought that everybody from the analytics department, from the bullpen coaches, Bobby Dickerson had a bad day as the infield coach too. Some of the alignments that they had in the infield were terrible. Everybody was bad, except for Kyle Schwarber. Beats me to it, though. 12 earned runs. The manager should have pulled him after 5. After 5? After 5. It was the 4th inning where he allowed 8 runs. And it was the first where he allowed 4. I don't know. And maybe because if you pull the starter in the 3rd, you're going to have to use the entire bullpen. They do this a lot. Hang the starter out to dry to save the pen. Correct. It's a domino effect. It's a domino effect. It's not rocket science. The goal is, we don't want to have to go to our bullpen because our bullpen is flawed. And not only is the bullpen flawed, but our analytics team says we can only pitch these guys every other night for the most part. For the most part, they had to go to Tanner Banks tonight and use him for the 2nd night in a row, but they don't like to do that. And nor really can they because their bullpen stinks. Their whole entire bullpen is bad. The only major league pitchers that are in this bullpen right now are Romano, and I can't believe I'm saying that. That's actually a testament to him because I wanted him off the team after he gave up those 6 runs to the Marlins. He's been a lot better ever since then. He's not an 8th or 9th inning guy. It's Strom, Orion, and Romano. End of story. The other guys cannot pitch in a major league bullpen, period. Already game over. Already over at Game 6 stream. Jay will call after the Pacers win. Good. I'll be taking phone calls for that. Oh, I'm just trying to say you should have pulled him out. No, absolutely. I know what you were trying to say. Sorry, I was sort of in my groove. I didn't mean to come at you. I'm more disappointed at the Phillies. The more I think about it, the more I'm letting this fuel out of me. You know, now I'm starting to process it, and now I kind of am starting to get a little bit mad, and I didn't realize I had this fire in me. How can Ben Davis, how can these guys at NBC Sports Philadelphia, I understand that the bosses are there, they can't curse. I'm sorry, this is what makes YouTube so great, especially when it comes to independent content creators. We give it to you unfiltered, and we give it to you like it is. You want to know how they did today? They failed. They flat out failed before the game started. Shame on them. Shame on them. Chad Patrick today looked like he was Andy Pettit. Chad Patrick looked like he was Andy Pettit out there. Hitting wise, we went back to our old ways. Chasing after pitches, not taking pitches. We went back to our old ways today. That's unacceptable. You got flat out pantsed by this team. It's not Luzardo only gave up 4 to 5 runs. 12 is absolutely insane. I don't know if there's any justification to that. I feel bad for Luzardo. I know he didn't have a good start today, but how in your right mind, even with the flawed pen that you have, it is such a loser mentality just to keep him out there. He'll get the next one. He'll get the next one. He'll get the next one. Until it's 12 runs. And you know what? Now this hurts his chances for winning a Cy Young. I know that doesn't really matter to a lot of people right now. But you know what? I want this kid to succeed. I do. Some people would say, who cares? It'd be nice for him to win something. A World Series ring, yes, would be better. But I want him to succeed. I do. Luzardo was charged with 12 runs. He came out with base runners on base, but the relievers let them score. Pitcher needs to toughen up. Stop babying these guys so much. What's more extreme? Overusing your bullpen or letting a pitcher give up 12 runs? Heads or tails? Heads or tails, man. Here's Rob. I cannot wait to hear what he has to say after this game. Good for him for getting himself fired up and out of the game. But just a flat-out disgrace. That was an abomination. Overuse the bullpen. Who cares? That's exactly correct. At this point, I'm trying to win. Your bullpen stinks, but two things can be true. Okay, if you're the manager of the team, the roster construction is on the president of baseball operations, right? Clearly, the body language is telling you that Luzardo doesn't have his stuff today. He doesn't. So, try. Don't give away games. And again, this one game could be the difference of us winning the division. Who knows? Who really does know? I always say that. I always look back to Giants-Dodgers. Giants won 109 games a couple of years ago. I think it was back in 2021. The Dodgers won 108. That one game that the Dodgers blew a 5-run lead made a difference. It did. I mean, we could go back to other games too, but I'm just saying that every game does count. Stop throwing away games. I hate it. Didn't they bring a pitcher from the minors in the pen? Yeah. I got you, JJ. I'm sorry that they disappointed you. It's okay, Shante. It's okay. We still love you guys. Brewers are mediocre. Hoskins with the 2 homers and the 6 RBI. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. I remember pitchers in the 70s and 80s. Pitchers in 70 to 80 games a year. Yeah, you know what's funny? Mason Miller pitched like 4 games in a row. Rob Thompson would never allow him to do that. He would never allow him to do that. And you know, I understand that these guys throw hard. But when you don't have a lot of reliable guys, it was unfair for Jose Alvarado to pitch all those innings. But guess what? You had to. You had to. Rob refuses to use relievers on consecutive days. And you know why? That's not in the Bible. That's not in the Bible. In Numbers, they say, thou shalt not let a pitcher pitch 2 days in a row, or else God will strike upon thee and give you an L. And that's false. This team like this is not a World Series team. They're not a playoff team like this, hardcore. They're not a playoff team like this. Let's call it what it is. If it goes down like this, they're not a playoff team. Haven't been to a World Series since 2022. And it feels like it's been a while. Brewers have barely any pitchers this year. Why they've been mediocre, says John Usa. Well, all I can say is that you guys have been playing better baseball. But I got to call the Phillies out. And I got to tell them, where were you at the ballpark today? You didn't show up. Preach. All the NL West teams will be the wild card team, says Larry. Crazy. Not saying that the Brewers aren't a bad team. I didn't say that. You don't build stamina by never playing more than 2 days in a row. The Bible doesn't say that, old man Ferguson. It's not in the book. As Squirrel would say, forget about the book. And I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. All right. One word to describe that game before I let you all go. How would you describe that baseball game? One word. Give me one word. I'm going to try to come up with a big word here. What's another word for disaster? That was a calamity. That was a calamity. An event causing great and often sudden damage or distress. That was a calamity. I like that word a lot. Today's game for the Phillies was an absolute calamity. More than a disaster. You ever see that scene in the Jungle Book when King Louis's kingdom falls? That's what happened today. The Brewers came on in and destroyed your kingdom. They smashed it with their bats. Now you got to rebuild it. They destructed everything in your ballpark. There's no batter's eye. There's no mound. They did it in every single way. I like that word a lot. Humiliation. I actually think that's being a little bit nicer. Still not a bad word. Lost 3 in a row. Gave up first place. Jungle Book is my movie. It's a good movie, isn't it? You know that scene I'm talking about. We're doing a rebuild, okay? They took everything down today. Marco says I just watched it last week. Everything that you build up for those last 2 weeks, today it was destroyed. Come back tomorrow, avoid a sweep. And we're going to see if they can avoid a sweep. If they get swept tomorrow, there will be yelling. Today wasn't really yelling. It was more so like, wake up. Today was like, yo, Phillies, I'm being nice to you by yelling here. I could be a lot more mean. I could be a lot worse. I could be a lot tougher and a son of a gun. I'm not even being that son of a gun yet. Step the hell up. I hope Luzardo's confidence is okay. He's definitely a good pitcher. Again, yes. Luzardo had a bad outing today. And you know what? Like, I'm not going to be, like, fully angry and be like, you're the reason why we lost this game today. He was bad. But he can have leeway to have a bad game every once in a while. He's been so good that he's actually earned the respect to say, you know what? It wasn't his day. Okay. You're human. I don't expect you to be perfect out there all the time. He was doing really, really good before this. Brewers are good against lefties, except for Daz Cameron. What's he, like 1 for 18 against left-handed pitching this year? Exactly, over 162, it's going to happen. Again, my takeaway today was that, yes, Luzardo was bad. He was terrible. But what really disappointed me was the game plan and the lack of adjustments. Phillies did not adjust. Offensively speaking, they did not adjust defensively speaking, and they didn't adjust pitching-wise. They didn't. I really was just disappointed with the plate discipline again. This was the third, watching the Phillies during that third week of the regular season, right? They weren't laying off the cutters. Some of the calls were bad. But this guy, Chad Patrick, was throwing a lot of cutters. And they were chasing after everything. The chase rate was so high today. Again, not even funny. Could be worse. We could be Orioles fans. We could be Rockies fans. We could be White Sox fans. We could have the Orioles and the White Sox as our two favorite teams. Correct. All right, come back tomorrow, avoid the sweep, get a W, and show up. Show up to the ballpark. Not so mad about this game. I'm pissed about our outfield. Overall, I'm not mad. The more I think about it, the more mad I do get. My biggest takeaway from this is that I was really just, again, frustrated with the management of this ball club. The management stunk today. Kevin Long, LINKTREE, and Caleb Cotham, too. You know, his first mound visit today was in that fourth inning after he gave up Luzardo the 10th run. It took him 10 runs to go out there and finally talk to Luzardo. F on your end, too, my friend. That's inexcusable. That's what I'm mad about. Yeah, annoying that the offense was bad. Yeah, annoying that Luzardo didn't have a good game. It was annoying today. The bullpen's annoying. But management today, the people at the head of the helm, just were not putting the players in a position to succeed. They put them in a position to fail. That's your job. Your job as a manager and as coaching staff members are to put this team in the position to win. How many times this year, or even during Rob Thompson's tenure, or Kevin Long's tenure, have we said, Kevin Long won us that game? Caleb Cotham won us that game. Rob Thompson won us that game. I can only think back, and I can only think about 2 times that Rob has won us a game. Two wins. 2 times. Every time I look up at the scoreboard, they have 4 mound visits left. 4 mound visits. It's the 9th inning. They have 4 mound visits left. What are you saving them for? Imagine if Nick Nurse had 4 timeouts left during the game and didn't use them from like the 6-minute mark on. And the Sixers are going on a 25-0 deficit of a run. The opponent's getting 25 points in a row, and he doesn't even call a freaking timeout. That's the Phillies pitching staff right now. That's equivalent to what just happened time and time again. The coaching staff is abysmal. And today, they did frustrate me. That was my takeaway. Players got to be better. I know. But yeah. All right. Love you all. I'm done. I actually think I got a lot more out of my system today. David's like, go on a rant. And I'm like, what's there really for me to say? I guess I did have a lot more to say. I did. Again, am I angry? Overall wise, no. I'm angry at the coaching staff. See you a little later. Go Pacers. Bro, JJ compared the Phillies to the Sixers. You know it's bad. It's so true. Imagine if Nick Nurse had 4 timeouts left, and again, you're on a 25-0 run if you're like the Indiana Pacers or whoever you're facing. You know? We're yelling at Nick Nurse, call a damn timeout. Get the clipboard out, draw up a play, call a timeout. All right. I'll be back for the rant tomorrow, says John. John, I know that you're a Milwaukee fan. I appreciate you for coming on here. I do. If the Phillies get swept tomorrow, my face will get red. It will not be pretty. They will hear a lecture from me tomorrow. This is a wake-up call. John says, I fell asleep in the 8th. Well, welcome back. I'm signing off. I got to go eat before this basketball game tonight. All right. See you all. Lila Tov. Good night. And see you all tonight. 8 o'clock p.m. Come on. We got a redirect over there. And I will see you all then. Bye. Peace.